Oh, well, who could have known? Conor had an ace up his sleeve this whole time, you guys. This whole USADA thing. He had an ace up his sleeve, and you guys didn't know, and neither did I. However, in hindsight, should have known. Probably should have known. But Conor has taught all of us a very valuable lesson with this story, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. But, yeah, so we're going to get to see Conor a lot sooner than we thought. Who could have seen that coming? Again, anyone who has a brain if they were thinking about it. Anyone if you thought about it, you know? All I needed to know is who's in charge of this 6 months? You know, like, is there some governing body that is actually in charge, or is it like ultimately it's the UFC's decision? Because if it's the UFC's decision, then, you know, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you exactly what's going on in a second. But before I do, I always tell everybody on the channel, if it's your first time here, this is a deal that we make. I've got a jar at the front of my store. If you want to watch my videos, just subscribe to the channel. It's free, dude. Free content. I'm not making you subscribe like I'm Netflix. You know, you just have to subscribe. It makes me feel good. I don't even make money from it. I just like it. That's the jar at the front. So subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell if you really like the channel, then you'll know every time I upload, and we'll go from there. Also, I have to tell you guys this really quick. It is Christmas time. It's Christmas time. And I know there are a lot of people in my life that I have no idea what I'm going to buy them. I literally have no idea what I'm going to buy them. But if they're dudes, I do know what I'm going to buy them. I'm going to buy them sheath underwear. And the reason for that is because it's the bomb, dude. And it's one of those things you don't know until you know. You don't know until you have them that you need them. You have places for all of your things that need to go in packages. If you haven't ever tried sheath underwear, I cannot stress this enough. You should get them for yourself if you've never tried them. But if you have dudes in your life and you don't feel weird buying them underwear, which you shouldn't because it's the bomb, they will thank you for it. Sheath underwear is a fantastic present option for Christmas, and definitely use FIRE20 to save, I think 20 or maybe even 30%. I don't even remember, because it's worth it at twice the price. So that's sheathunderwear.com, promo code FIRE20. You will thank me, and so will your friends at Christmas. Let's go. All right, so Conor McGregor is going to be back very, very soon. He's going to be back in February, it sounds like. February or March. And we're not really sure who's going to fight, but yeah, that whole 6 months thing, that's not a thing, you know. Yeah, Conor's going to need to go back into the pool for 6 months. Oh, he is? Yes, he is. Well, geez, it looks like we're looking at a long layoff. And then yesterday it's all, Conor McGregor will be getting a special exemption from his USADA 6-month requirement. It's like, oh, he will? Geez, weird. Like, that's weird. I couldn't have predicted that if I would have known that the UFC had special exemption powers. Like, you know. But listen, I'm not complaining about this at all. I don't care. I think everyone should be able to do TRT if they have a catastrophic injury, because I'm going to tell myself that that's what happened, right? I mean, seriously, like, I actually really do believe that that is what happened, okay? I think that Conor went to probably the best doctor in the world, you know, because that's what you do if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And they probably said, you know, there are ways to speed up the healing process, but these are not going to be things that you're allowed to put in your body, you know, with USADA testing. Conor goes to Dana and he goes, look, man, I can heal a lot faster. I'll feel a lot better. I'm getting a plate. But, you know, I mean, he's still a human being, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's still a human being. He's like, hey, so this is the first really serious injury I've ever had, like a real catastrophic injury. My shin snapped in half, dude. Like, my ankle went, you know? I'm getting a metal plate put in it. And as much as I love being a UFC fighter, stability on my leg for the rest of my life is a very high priority. I would like to be able to maximize the likelihood that I have a stable leg. What should we do? Dana's like, look, man, if you were Chris Weidman, I would tell you, sorry, man, you're a fighter. That's the life. If you were Anderson Silva and you just went and did it anyway, I'd pop you dirty. If you were fill in the blank of any other fighter who snapped their leg, you're SOL, man. You can get out of USADA. You just got to test for 6 months when you get back. But you, Conor, let's talk about what you get, because you can just go ahead and do it. What I want you to do is I want you on a boat. I want you to be on a boat for a year. And that way, when they're like, why hasn't Conor tested on USADA? It's like, he's been on a boat, man. He's been on a boat. How are we supposed to test him? Look, he's in Italy. Come on, guys. He's like, I never know where he's going to be. How are USADA people supposed to know where he is? He's on a boat. He's got a Lamborghini boat. He's got like 8 boats. I wouldn't even know which boat to go to if I wanted to test him. So make sure you stay on that boat, all right? Stay on the boat. And everybody else, no one talks about Conor's USADA tests, okay? No one talks about Conor's USADA tests. And then when that hit the media, it was like, wait, Conor's the only fighter that hasn't been tested. It was like, oh, shit. Uh-oh. What are we going to say? They're all, he's been on a boat. They're all, I mean, he looks huge. Okay, Conor, did we not tell you to not post pictures of yourself looking like you are going into a bodybuilding competition? Did we not talk about this? No, we didn't. But even if we did, I would have forgot because I'm partying, dude. Getting jacked and partying. Okay, look, man, you look really good. I'm gonna lead off with that. You look good, but you also look like you're on juice. Okay, it doesn't look good that you're outside of USADA and your legs do not resemble that of a person who can build muscle naturally. You know what? Who built their muscle naturally? You guys get the point. So Conor narked himself out. You know, like honestly, Conor narked himself. If he didn't have all these pictures up of him like, ugh, and he was out of USADA, they'd just be like, dude, he's on a boat, man. I don't know. But it was like, man, he looks really juiced up. So then they're like, no, he's actually out of the USADA testing pool. Damage control. He's out of the pool, dude. He's out of the USADA testing pool. And then now it's like, all right, well, now he's coming back. They're all, well, we do have special exemption power, and we've decided to use it in this one case. Oh, God. I wonder what drove that decision. I wonder what it was. But here's the thing, dude. It's a business. This is a good lesson for everyone to learn, right? If you want to not only keep your job forever, but also get special treatment, make yourself the most valuable person in the company. You know what I mean? Like, just do that. Make yourself the most valuable person in the company because they will bend the world around you. The only way that there are rules to be had is because the company exists, and the company continues to exist when you have success. And if you're the most successful, most valuable person in the company, and they're like, look, man, I want to do something dirty. I mean, it's not dirty. I just want to heal the best I can. Temporary thing against the rules. Listen, those rules are for the peasants, man. They're not for you. We'll get you taken care of. We'll get you nice and taken care of. So Conor's back, son, and you should be happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. I don't know how the fighters are going to feel. I might feel a bit slighted if I had been tested 58 times, in the last year. Like if I had been tested 58 times in the last year and if I'm like an unranked UFC fighter, which there doesn't seem like there would be any reason for them to get tested that much, but let's just say I were, and I would just be like, whatever, But let's say I was like, I don't know, Robert Whittaker. So, someone at that level that's like, former champion, kind of hovering right around the championship, and they get tested, they get hounded all the time by USADA. I'd be like, are you fucking serious, dude? Really? Or what if I was a champion even, and I'm getting tested all the time? I'd be like, really? Just special exemption, huh? Especially if I had been injured, If I had been injured and I wasn't able to take HGH or I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm a HGH I've heard is basically good for every bodily function that you have. So I would assume that it's probably good for healing, but I don't know what kind of regimen you would take for healing. But yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I mean, dude, you like basically everything is probably good for that. Cause like if you're, you break your leg in half, right? You break your leg in half. You're not going to use those muscles for a while you're off. I mean, Anthony was in a boot, with like one of those, what do you call it? Like one of those things where you had to he had to roll himself for I think 2 to 3 months. And his, he had like a spiral type break. Conor broke it in half, dude. So I'm sure it was at least 3 to 5 months before he could even stand on it. Like you're going to lose a shitload of muscle around that thing. So in addition to growing the bone around your new plate, you also want to build the muscle back around that thing to protect it, tendons, all that. So probably testosterone, HGH, all the things that are completely fucking banned, dude. Banned to the gills, son. Banned. Anyway, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. ring the bell, and look out for this next video I'm about to drop. Oh, Nelly, I got a story, dude. I've got a story in my next video about Dana and someone who threatened his daughter. Not a good idea, dude. Not a good idea. He threatened to R-A-P-E his daughter. You hear that? Guy threatened to R-A-P Dana's daughter. His day is not looking very good, okay? That was not a good call. Very bad call. And yeah, so I'm going to do my next video about that. What's up, dude? I'm out.